Hey everyone, I'm Mikey MC and welcome to my channel. Today, I have some interesting news from EA's VP of Strategic Growth, Matt Bilbey. Now please don't laugh just yet, but he said apparently EA has developed a quote-unquote moral compass. He talked with GamesIndustry.Biz at E3 back in June, and the interview was just released a few days ago. He talks about streaming, bandwidth, and gaming consoles, but loot boxes obviously came up in conversation. Now getting into specifics, FIFA and Star Wars Battlefront II were the main offenders and are the games that really tipped people over the edge. Pay to win and loot boxes were the main issues and absolutely destroyed Battlefront 2's reputation. The Star Wars and the gaming communities had a big impact on this game and on EA and DICE, so much so that they were able to get governments from across the globe to investigate the legality, morality, and ethics of loot boxes. Now, they were eventually removed from the game in March as part of their progression update, but that hasn't helped the game's overall image. Some people still think that the game is pay to win. But now it's time to get into it. Bilbey starts off the loot box conversation by saying that EA is in a position where they have to educate people and governments about loot boxes. This comes on the heels of the Belgian Gaming Commission's ruling back in April of this year that loot boxes were illegal and against the law. He says in response to that, quote, "I believe what we're working through with those specific groups at the moment is an education, not meant in a patronizing way, but just helping them understand how we design the games and the notion of choice and our commitment to making the games fair and fun. We learned a lot from Star Wars Battlefront." That quote alone seems to show that they didn't learn much from Battlefront 2, like he says. Bilbey is still defending loot boxes. In the interview, he didn't apologize on behalf of EA for using them, he didn't say they weren't going to use them again, and instead of backtracking on the concept and the idea of loot boxes, he says that the company is educating people on why they're good. Now, just to clarify, he very well may have done all these things, but it was not included in the transcript of the interview. So, he very well could have, but not from what anybody has seen as far as I'm concerned. But going back on track, going against what gamers want doesn't seem like it'll make playing the games quote-unquote fair and fun, like he says. The people that give them money are telling them to not do this, and they're kind of backhandedly defending it. But there seems to be some good news from this interview. With the bad rollout and management of Battlefront 2, mostly due to pay-to-win and loot boxes, EA has apparently put in place more opportunities for the community to be heard and actually have a part in the games they play. Bilbey says, quote, "I ran a team internally with Patrick post-Battlefront to actually redesign our game development framework and testing platforms to ensure we're giving our game teams the right guidance, we'll call it an EA moral compass, at the beginning of development so that we're designing our live service early, we're testing it early, testing it with gamers who are giving us feedback so we ensure those pillars of fairness, value, and fun are true." Now, he sounds kind of wishy-washy and is kind of contradictory here. He says they'll include gamers and are instating a moral compass, but they're still defending what caused all of this hugabaloo in the first place. Get rid of loot boxes, period. Now, in conclusion of my essay here, hopefully EA has learned from their mistakes and will include actual gamers in their game design, but will not include loot boxes or pay to win. Wow, phone, what a time to go off. I'm not hopeful based on what Matt Bilbey says, but we can all hope, right? I will drop the link to the interview in the video description. And on that note of mixed emotions, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't, please feel free to dislike it. I can handle it, it's fine, I'm an adult. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.